Hi there, theme park riders, and thanks for watching another park review from Big Guy Rides. This next park that we went to go visit was called Frontier City, located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This park is definitely geared towards families and happens to be the smallest of the Six Flags chain. You enter the park through a gift shop, which is a bit of an interesting entrance. It also serves as the entrance into Diamondback, their shuttle loop coaster. Although it is a smaller park, Frontier City has some of the best theming of any of the Six Flags parks that I've ever been to. This one is themed towards Western style, Old West, and the old style villages, and I really like to see that theming throughout the park. They do a pretty good job of keeping it up and making a cute, charming little park. The first ride we went to get on was the Prairie Schooner. This is a swinging pirate style of attraction. Very common at most parks, but I always like to stop and give these a try. As you can see, the lines were very minimal on my visit. I went on the 3rd and 4th of July, which I thought it'd be busy, but the park was nearly empty. This one features pretty large lap bars for those who have wide hips and large bellies. Most adults should be able to get on. We give it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Let's take a swing. After we got off the Prairie Schooner, we went over to the Larson Loop called Rolling Thunder. Larson Loops are pretty common at a lot of different parks throughout North America and beyond. And this one offers a pretty similar ride experience to most of the others I've been on. I will say the seatbelt latch on this one had a little bit more room than some of the others I've tried. I give it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. You get some great hang time on these rides. So if you don't like being upside down, I would suggest not going on this one. Let's take a lap. Up next, we went to the Rodeo Round Up, their bumper car style ride. We give it a ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating XL. This one has seatbelt straps that go over each shoulder and offers a fairly large ride. Let's go bumping. After that, we headed over to the family coaster called Steel Lasso. This is made by Vekoma and offers a suspended coaster, which happens to me one of my favorite kinds. Now I will say this has some of the largest seat room and an amazingly large lap belt. I gave it a ride rating of 6 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. Nearly any adult should be able to ride. Let's hit the rodeo with Steel Lasso. What a smooth and fun ride that was on Steel Lasso. That is the perfect transition coaster for kids, getting from kiddie ride to big adult coaster. And after that, we went over to their Woody called Wildcat. This is a National Amusement Devices Company coaster. And this Woody is pretty rough, so if that affects you, I would consider maybe not riding this roller coaster. We gave it a ride rating 6 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. You will see quite a bit of shuffling on my POV, but I do think it offers a fairly good wooden ride, and I'm glad the park has kept it around since 1991. Let's hit the track with Wildcat. What a great ride. That one has some pretty tight seats side to side, so those who have wide hips or a large rear end, you may have a little bit of trouble getting down into the seats. As a reminder, I'm about 6'4", 295 pounds. And up next, we went over to get on the tilt-a-whirl called Tornado. This is an amusement park classic. We gave it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating of an XL. This one does have seat belts that you must strap on, whereas some of the other ones I've been on do not, which is why it has a slightly lower size rating than most tilt-a-whirls I've been on. With that said, let's take a spin. And next we did a walk around through Timbertown, the kiddie section of the park. This is a nice area where kids can come to play and get out of the sun and a lot of shaded trees while the adults go to ride. But there is one ride here that the adults can get on, Frankie's Mine Train. We gave this a ride rating 2 out of 10 and a size rating medium. This is a very small car, as it was obviously designed for kids, and I happen to just barely fit. Got me squeezed in, so let's take a ride. And after that, we finished out by heading past the remainder of the kids' rides, which your children and family are sure to love. Up next, we went over to Quick Draw. This is their Sally Corporation indoor dark ride. It's a shooter ride, so it offers some interaction. We give it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of an XXL. The lap bar only should allow for almost any adult to be able to ride. Let's go shooting with Quick Draw. That was a pretty neat dark ride. And as you can see, Frontier City maintains that Western theming throughout the entire park. There are some nice midway games if you want to stop and play. And up next we went to the antique car ride called 10 Lizzies. I will say that my car was broken on this ride. I was not drunk during my drive. We gave it a ride rating of 3 out of 10 and a size rating of XXL. This is a fun family attraction, and let's hope that you get a car that drives straight when you get to ride. And after that, we went over to the Ferris wheel. Make sure to keep an eye out for this, as you have to walk up this pathway here, which is kind of tucked back in the trees in order to access this ride. It's beautifully placed at the top of a hill so you can see out and overlook Oklahoma City. We give this one a ride rating of 4 out of 10 and a size rating of an XXL. Nearly anyone should be able to fit in this ride. And then we went over to the casino. One note about the casino, there is no single riders. This is a chance wipeout model. We give it a ride rating 3 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. Being that there's no singles, 2 of you have to squeeze in the same car, which can be a little bit tight. Let's take a spin. After that, we went over to Sidewinder, which is their Eli Bridge Company Scrambler. This is popular at almost every amusement park. We gave it a ride rating 4 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. This allows for single or double riders in the vehicle, which means there should be plenty of room. Let's go around with Sidewinder. And shout out to my mom and dad who came with on this visit and were awesome ride partners. The Gunslinger was closed, which is over in the same section, and then we headed over to the Silver Bullet. This is a Schwarzkopf coaster that we give a ride rating 8 out of 10 and a size rating of a large. I think this is the best ride in the park, but note, if you are over 75 inches, your knees will press against the front of the car, just like you see mine here, and you may not be able to ride. I barely squeezed in though, so let's take flight with the Silver Bullet. That was a pretty good ride, not to be confused with the inverted B&M Silver Bullet located at Knott's Berry Farm, a coaster with the same name. Renegade Rapids is a water rapids ride that I did not do. And then we went to see the Wild West Gunslinger stunt show. I would highly recommend you stop and watch this show, as it is one of the most entertaining outdoor stunt shows that I have seen at a Six Flags theme park ever. The characters did an amazing job, the set is awesome, and let's watch them play. Up next, we went over to the Carousel, a classic at almost all parks. We give this a ride rating 2 out of 10 and a size rating XXL. It does feature bench seating for anybody to be able to ride. Adults do have to wear the straps, but they are very large and should go over anybody. Let's go around with the Carousel. And after that, we headed over to the arcade and food hall as it started to rain on us a little bit. I can hardly say that this is really an arcade. It really is just a few vending machine claw games and things of that nature. However, the food selection seemed to be pretty decent, and this is where most people gathered to eat. Diamondback is their shuttle loop coaster, which of course was closed on my visit, as that ride hardly ever opens. Winged Warrior was the one that we went to go get on next, which is a flying scooter style ride. This can take singles or doubles in the car. We gave it a ride rating 5 out of 10 and a size rating of XXL. Almost anybody should be able to fit on this ride. And let's go soaring. And with that said, brings to conclusion our visit to Frontier City in Oklahoma City. I can honestly say this is a cute little park, and not really one that I would suggest for people who are looking for big thrills, but definitely one if you're in the area or if you have families or kids. As I said, we did go on the 3rd and 4th of July, and so we got to see a nice little fireworks show display at the end, which I thank the park for putting on. We ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, as that greatly helps our channel. And remember, when you're at the parks, don't be afraid to try. Happy riding, y'all. Thank you for watching Big Guy Rides.